We're going to make a brownie apple crumble. We're going to start by making the topping for it, which is very simple. It's flour, butter and sugar. And all we're going to do is mix the three ingredients together and then start rubbing it with our hands. So you start that. The reason we use brownie apples is it's a full flavoured apple, but also when it cooks it holds its shape, so it will break down a little bit. You almost get like the texture of half puree, but you still get a little bit of bite in there as well. All we do with that is we dice the apples up into rough dice, put a little bit of lemon juice on there to stop them going brown, a couple of pinches of cinnamon, and then just season the apples with a little bit of brown sugar. And again, the brown sugar will caramelise a little bit when it's in the pot. And these go into a little, it can be any date you want. We're obviously doing this for 2 people. You've got to do it quite, make sure you keep it quite full, because obviously the apple's going to break down a little bit when they cook.
John, some people might say that this might be sort of healthy because they're natural ingredients, but not healthy in a sort of diet way.
I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, you don't have to use butter, you can use margarine if you like, which is obviously going to take the fat content down a little bit of flour, some fresh apples and a tiny bit of sugar. I wouldn't say it's that. As a dessert, it's a healthy sort of like dessert. We're not going to serve it with cream, we're going to serve it with creme fraiche, which is, again, low in fat. So I wouldn't worry too much about that.
And obviously you're not going to be eating it all day, every day.
No, exactly, yeah. This is for a little treat. Crumble goes on top. Nice even. Make sure you cover all the apples up. And that's it. We put it in the oven now, 180 degrees for about 20 minutes. Again, if you want to sort of like modify the crumble, you can add sort of like things like dry raisins to it, some sultanas, some candied fruit, cherries, you know, use your imagination. You don't have to, we just did apples because it's a nice simple one to do.
So dive in. This is your last dessert. Yeah, cheers, thanks. I'm sure you lot are late for a lesson.
So as far as all the butter and cream on this dish is concerned, Sat?
Creme fraiche, very low fat. I think butter in moderation is very good for you, but I think the key is moderation. As long as you're not putting a whole block in it, you're alright. But the idea is there's lots of acidity in there, there's lots of sweetness, and that's from the natural apples. So again, it's a very simple dish.
Oh yeah, that's good. Well, so this isn't very fattening then?
No, it's a lot less because obviously we've reduced the amount you normally put in terms of sugar and butter. The crumble mix is where you put the butter. So you either have the quantity of flour, sugar and butter. Reduced it. So you still get a nice topping, but it's not as bad as if you buy it, say, from the supermarket. Yeah. So at least this is homemade. And the beauty of this is you can dictate how much you want to put in. You might want to put less in. But at least you can play with that and you can dictate how much you're going to consume. So that's what's so nice about these recipes, is that all recipes are very flexible. Yeah. So you may decide not to put as much sugar in. And I think that's your call. But the creme fraiche is nice because it's very acidic.
I've normally chucked ice cream or custard or double cream all over a crumble without a second thought. It's just, but it actually tastes really nice with the creme fraiche.
I'll be honest, I know it's hard. You know, it's about convenience food, and you've got a massive marketing campaign to get you into the pizza shops and the kebab place. And if you've had a drink as well, it's just moderation. You know, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, cook for yourself. At least that's better than having 5 takeaways a week. So I think anything, if you can just learn a couple of tips here to learn how to make something very delicious and wholesome, hopefully it's going to be in the right direction.